Hey, how's it going, ladies and gents? Hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at. This video, it was kind of unexpected, but kind of planned out, but yeah, it's a 50-50 mix, more or less. Um, Excuse me. If you hear the noise in the background, like a fan, it's my AC on the fan, and there's just a little warm in the room. So, yeah, I got that on. Anyway, um, I didn't want to take it. I didn't want to show it before I started doing the customer build, which I've already started getting parts in the mail. I got the case and stuff to the right of me. I've got the graphics card the customer's gonna be using. I got the motherboard, CPUs. I got a bin for the customer. The PSU, which I can actually show you a couple little things. I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag a little bit on some things. So. But this is the PSU that the customer is going to be using. Just see if I can zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's the PSU that the customer is going to be using. And the motherboard is going to be the Maximus Apex Encore, which I'll pull that out and I'll show you guys that. Here's the motherboard that the customer is going to be using. And with that being said, the customer is also going to be running the V3000, the Lion Lee V3000 White Edition, which is, like I said, it's sitting right next to me. I got to do some custom work to the case that the customer wants, which I'll probably be posting videos on that. I don't know yet. But speaking of which, on that end of it, I want to give a apology ahead of time. Is I really wanted to take and do like a series, like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of the building of the rig, but I've got some personal things going up, personal family things going on, and I just don't have the time with the work. And being that I don't make my living off of YouTube, between work and what's going on with the personal family, I'm kind of struggling to fit time in with these videos now, or with the content now. And the customer knows all about it, so he had originally wanted me to make content, and I let him know what was going on, and he actually told me to put his build off, put on a back burner for family, and no, a deal is a deal. Yes, I am struggling to get the time in to do stuff, but I'm still doing it. A deal is a deal, and I'm a man of my word. Because, I mean, needless to say, I've been up for, I want to say, almost 20 hours roughly as I sit right now. I've just been going all day long and doing different things, and yeah. But anyway, we're 3 minutes into this already. Something the customer actually wanted me to do, which I'm going to show it really quick. And this is my first time ever holding this graphics card. But yeah, here we go. The Hall of Fame 4090. This is what the customer is getting in his build. Yes, the Galax 4090. The reason why I'm doing this video is because the customer already knows that I don't care. I'm willing to take on the challenge. I have no fear of disassembling things, etc., etc., etc. With that being said, the customer actually wanted me to do a teardown of this graphics card. And I took it and I told him, which I actually seem to be wrong on it. I told him point blank that I'm sure there's videos out there of a teardown of this graphics card, and believe it or not, I spent the last 2.5-3 hours looking all over the internet, and there's really no teardowns of this card. I couldn't find it at all. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. Is I'm going to tear down this. I want to say Strix. I don't know why, but I'm going to tear down. Like I said, I apologize. I'm a little bit tired, but it's all good. It's all good. I got it under control. No mistakes are going to be made here. I'm going to be doing a teardown of the Galaxy 4090 HOF, Hall of Fame, for those of you who don't know these cards. My personal opinion, I don't care for the cooler. It's too big, too bulky. But what's really cool is the customer is actually going to have this being water cooled, so I get to water cool this, which I'm quite excited for, because I'm also going to be lapping this graphics card, which, yes, I'm going to do a video on that. It's not going to be in this video. It's just going to be a teardown video. And there's going to be a little surprise at the, there's going to be a little added treat at the end of this video when I do the teardown, or when I'm complete with the teardown. But either way, I'm gonna be lapping the die on this GPU and applying liquid metal. Which, with that being said, that liquid metal that I did the video on the other day, I actually got it in the mail right here. I have yet to test it out yet. Not too eager to test it out. I can't say not really too eager, because I am, but it's just not the top of my list to test it out. I mean, liquid metal. Even if it doesn't do the 138 watts or whatever the spec said it was, if it does the same as what regular conductor liquid metal does, I got 10 grams for $44 versus 10 grams for $100. I'm not complaining. I'll take it. And this came in the mail in 2 days. But yeah, so I got it in. But yeah, with that being said, without further ado, let's get into the teardown of this. A little bit of I can't think of the terminology I want to use right now. Like I said, again, I'm kind of tired, but I'm not too tired to do this. I did take and start tearing down this graphics card already. I only took the back plate off, which I'll actually show you. Right there, the little stickers on it. I never broke the sticker. So that's pretty much that. I've taken all the screws out of the back plate here. I've only got screw here, and screw here holding this back plate on. So I've already popped the back plate. So with that being said, I'm gonna grab my screwdriver, which is right here. I'm gonna pop these screws. I'm gonna zoom it in a little bit so you guys can see it better. And let's get to tearing down this graphics card, the Hall of Fame graphics card. I don't know why I can't remember the company. I keep forgetting the name of the company, probably because I'm a little bit tired. But the customer knows I know what I'm doing, and yeah, I've already before I even started making this video, I'd already planned out what I'm gonna do and got myself I already got like 3 or 4 cups of coffee in me before doing this, so I'm good to go. But yeah, so that's that, and got that out. I already popped the plate, but what I'm actually going to take and do is, where is it? It's down here. Take and make it a little bit easier on my end, which is not going to work out that well doing that. So I'm going to go over to my screwdriver kit, and I'm going to grab my flat blade. I'm just going to give it just a little bit, not much. There we go, popped it. It's already popped. I'm just going to pick this right up. And yes, I already unplugged the RGB, because this actually lights up RGB. But there's the back plate there. Damn thing is massive. I mean, I'll try to get a perspective here. That's my 49-inch Audacity. There's the black plate. There's the back plate to my 49-inch Audacity. Thing is freaking huge. But that's that. And with that being said, it looks like the only I have not gone this far. I have not gone any farther. So this is new to me as well as what you guys are seeing. So I'm gonna take, and I'm pretty sure I got to take and pop these Phillips screws here. So I'm gonna switch my bit back out. Because I know on my Strix 4090, I have to pop these screws in order to get the graphics card, the GPU apart. So I'm just going to take and just jump right ahead of it and just do it now and get it out of the way. Just bear with me, because I'm literally doing this sideways versus looking at it straight on. So I'm trying to get the camera on the phone to get all the angles, all the good angles, more or less. And this here it's actually kind of neat. This here, which is actually a plugin, which actually this is new to me right here. Wow. Where does that go to? Okay, that goes to there. This right here is actually a button. So when the GPU is up and running, because I did have it up and running, but I didn't actually use it. When you push this button, it puts the GPU into extreme overclocking mode. The fans ramp up and they get loud and they push some air. I'll tell you what. So I'm going to take this right here, and there's a little plug there for that. I'm going to just pop this little plug out, just like that. Put that off to the side. And now I'm going to pop the GPU retention bracket, I guess you could say. I don't know the exact name for these things. My first time ever breaking one of these things loose. There's that good warranty seal, which thankfully to the Right to Repair Act does not void the warranty. It's 100% legal it's 100% fine for me to do this, and the company cannot void the warranty. Now that I'm not saying that applies for everybody in every country, wherever you live in the world. You gotta see if that law and or regulation applies for where you live. Here in the United States, it applies for all the states. And now what I'm actually going to take, I'm going to break out my heat gun and warm this up a little bit so that I can actually pop this off the cooler a lot easier. Because the last thing I'm trying to do is, you got almost a $3,000 graphics card here. Last thing I'm trying to do is, well, with how bad the market is, this graphics card is over $3,000. So I'm not trying to crack a PCB, because as the saying goes, you break it, you buy it. I'm not trying to buy this. I got my Strix 4090, I'm happy with it. But what I actually want to take and do really quick, I actually did notice it before I even go any farther, is these plugs here. Now when I do take this apart, I don't plan on putting it back together because the customer has already sent the water block to me in the mail. So once this is apart, that's it, it's apart. It ain't going back together until the water block comes in. Just warming up the PCB now. The whole purpose behind the warming up the PCB is specifically to get all the thermal pads and thermal paste, to get them warmed up so they separate easier, so it'll be easier to pop the GPU off versus having them all solid and rock hard and trying to pop it off and bend the PCB and taking a chance of cracking it. Yeah, no, that would be a very, very, very bad night, and I don't think the customer would be happy at all. See if that's warm enough. Feels like it's getting there. Yep, there it is. Popped it. I believe I don't know if there's plugs on this side. I want to make sure before I take it off completely. Nope, got all the plugs. I actually think that gold plate is really cool looking. That is pretty sick. I like that. But here we go. And I'm gonna put this PCB off to the side for a second because I'm gonna show you the cooler. Then I'll bring the PCB back into the picture. But there is the PCB of the 4090 Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't remember the stupid name of the company. The Galax. I gotta keep Galaxy in my mind. The Galax 4090 Hall of Fame. There is the cooler. I'm actually gonna zoom out a little bit so I can get you a better view of it. There you go. And all these thermal pads aren't gonna be reused. I'm quite sure that just like any cooler or water block, just like any water block that you order, it comes with everything you need. But yeah, that's the cooler on that. And now comes the fun part, the part that I love, the sexy PCB. I don't need a thermal pad on here, I can just pop that right off. But there's the sexy PCB. That is a flippin' monster. Look at that. The straight beast mode all day long, all day, every day. See, I turn the light on for you. Look at that. Ain't she sexy? This is a card that doesn't ask for respect. It takes it. But now here's where the little treat comes in. The little added treat comes in is my top bin Strix 4090 that I got. I actually have that apart because I'm gonna be changing out the thermal pads on that. So what I decided to do is, when I took that apart, I left it apart because now what I'm actually gonna take and do, which I know nobody's ever done, I'm gonna be the first one to do it. I am going to put my Strix 4090 side by side with the Galax 4090 Hall of Fame. And there you go. Now you see them side by side. Which I'm going to pop my phone off of here really quick so I can get you a much better view. But just look at that. I've heard a lot of people saying that the Strix cards, the Hall of Fame cards are all the same. No, they're not. There's a clear as day difference there. I mean, yeah, you get the MOSFETs, the power controls. But yes, the RAM layout is overall the same. You got your RAM here, or your VRAM here, here, and on the Galax 4090 HOF, you got it here, here. But as you can see, they are nowhere near the same graphics cards, especially on the power delivery. So see, I'll take and turn it over for you. There's the Galaxy turned over. Here's my Strix 4090 turning over. Well, that's kind of pointless because, yeah, my back plate is on. So yeah, that was kind of pointless to do that. I wasn't even thinking about that. But there's the 12-pin plug-in. And there's the dual 12-pin plug-in. I have actually thought about giving it a shot on shunt modding my 4090. But the only reason why I'm iffy about it is because, well, the shunts are right there, and I've got them, so that's no problem at all. And I could very easily do that, pull out the microscope, pull out my soldering iron, and do my thing. But I have been doing research on the internet with it, and from what I understand, the 40 series cards do not like being shunt modded, so I'm not even going to bother with it. So, because, I mean, there's no way I'm trying to buy one of these cards. No way. I wasn't even planning on owning a 4090, but when the deal came up for this, I was not turning it down. But there you go. Turn the light on for you. I love that white PCB. That is so sexy. I kind of think that PCB would also look cool like blood red or candy apple red. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Like I said, I searched all over the internet for a couple hours, and I could not find any videos at all of the Galaxy 4090 Hall of Fame card torn down. And the customer of the card, he's the one who suggested I do it. He wanted me to do it. He knows if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. And he knows damn well, especially if he gives me the green light, consider it done, it's happening. And he actually came out and told me to do the teardown, and so I was like, you know what, bro? Say no more, done deal, over with. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So on the end of that customer, thank you to that customer for giving me the okay to pull your Galaxy 4090 apart, or Galaxy 4090 Hall of Fame card apart, so I could do this video. Greatly appreciated, man. And I was able, thanks to you giving me the approval to do it, or thanks for you to tell me to do it, first time it's ever been done. 4090 Strix side by side with the Galaxy 4090 HOF, so you can see the PCB layout. They are completely different how they are set up. Well, they are completely different how they are set up if you actually look at it. But just a little bit over 20 minutes in. With that being said, this is all she wrote for this video. Hopefully everybody enjoyed seeing the sexy GPU porn or computer porn, however you want to put it. But on that note, hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever it is you're at. I'm out. Later.